He who cannot command his emotions will always serve those who can. Most people are slaves, not because they are weak, but because they are reactive. They let anger steer their words, fear dictate their choices, and pleasure shape their fate. But the ones who rule, the ones who rise above chaos, they have mastered one silent art: emotional control. In the ancient courts of power, kings were not judged by their strength, but by their stillness. Machiavelli once wrote, "He who cannot disguise his feelings cannot command men." The Stoics, centuries before him, whispered the same law: control emotion, and the world bends quietly to your will. This is the hidden discipline of emperors, strategists, and thinkers who shape destiny while others drowned in impulse. You, too, can wield it. But first, you must learn to kill the version of yourself that reacts and awaken the one that calculates. The first law of control. Pause before the flame. The first moment you react emotionally, you lose the throne of your mind. When insulted, most people speak. When betrayed, they explode. When tested, they panic. The powerful, however, pause. That silence, that moment of stillness, is the throne of power. Let me give you a short example. A man named Elias was humiliated in front of his team by a superior. His ego demanded revenge. His mind demanded silence. He said nothing. For weeks, he studied his superior's weaknesses quietly. Months later, when a promotion opened, he used what he had learned and replaced the very man who once mocked him. You see, silence is not weakness, it's strategy. When you pause, emotions lose momentum, logic returns. You see the board clearly again. In that pause, you decide your future. Do this. Whenever emotion strikes, breathe once, twice, then observe it like an outsider. Master the pause and you will rule over the emotional storms that destroy lesser men. Law 2. Detach to dominate. Attachment breeds chaos. Detachment breeds clarity. Emotional control is impossible if you cling to outcomes, people, or validation. True strength is found in being calmly indifferent to what you cannot control. Example. A woman named Kaya loved a man who betrayed her loyalty for power. Instead of begging, she smiled, thanked him for revealing his nature, and vanished. 2 years later, he returned, broken and remorseful, as she stood in quiet confidence, untouchable. Her power wasn't revenge, it was detachment. Lesson: when you detach, you no longer seek control through force, because you are control itself. Your peace cannot be stolen when it's not dependent on anyone else's behavior. Practice emotional fasting. Resist reacting to attention, praise, or rejection for 7 days. You'll discover how much energy you waste trying to control what was never yours. Psychology 3. Convert pain into power. Every emotion is energy. Weak people waste it. The powerful redirect it. Anger can destroy you or sharpen your will. Fear can paralyze or teach you precision. Sadness can drown you or deepen your wisdom. For instance, a boxer named Leon lost a championship because his rage blinded him. He trained not his muscles next, but his emotions. Each strike became calmer, colder, more surgical. The next fight, he smiled through blood and chaos and walked out undefeated. Lesson: pain is raw energy. When you channel it through purpose, it becomes fuel. When you let it control you, it becomes poison. Do this if you're in a similar situation. Next time emotion strikes, don't fight it, direct it. Write, train, build, plan. Transform energy into movement, not reaction. Law 4. Observe, don't absorb. Other people's emotions are not yours unless you let them be. The world is an emotional storm, full of anger, envy, insecurity. But if you absorb the emotions of others, you lose your internal empire. The wise build walls of perception. They observe, they don't mirror. For context, in an office filled with gossip and drama, one man, Samuel, never joined. When others panicked, he stayed calm. When others blamed, he asked questions. In time, everyone began to follow his tone. His calm became their compass. Lesson: control is contagious. When you master your emotional climate, others adjust their temperature to yours. Do this. When surrounded by emotional chaos, don't respond. Watch. You'll realize 90% of people are puppets of their feelings. Be the one who cuts his strings. Law 5. Emotion is a mask. Use it, don't wear it. To control emotion is not to erase it, but to use it with purpose. Even the calmest strategist wears masks. Confidence, empathy, intimidation, each used intentionally. Emotion in the hands of a master becomes a weapon of influence. A negotiator named Darius faced ruthless rivals. Instead of showing aggression, he projected calm curiosity. His stillness made them doubt their strength, and they began to reveal their weaknesses first. He didn't feel powerful, he acted powerful. In reality, obeyed. Lesson: powerful people don't suppress emotions. They perform them when needed. Emotion is theater, the world your audience. Act like this. Learn to act without attachment. Express what achieves your outcome, not what your heart screams for. Law 6. Never let emotion become identity. The moment you identify with emotion, you become its slave. You are not an angry person. You experience anger. You are not a sad soul. You feel sadness. You are consciousness, not its storms. One time ago, a monk once said to a warrior, "You are not the thunder. You are the sky that holds it." The warrior learned to fight without rage, to act without pride, to win without emotion. Lesson: emotion is a visitor. Let it pass. Do not build a home for it within your identity. Action: when emotion rises, say to yourself, "This is a passing state." You'll feel yourself detach instantly, reclaiming command over your being. Conclusion: the ascension ending. Emotional control is not about coldness. It's about command. It's not about suppression, but transformation. When you can remain calm while the world burns, you become something rare, unbreakable, untouchable, free. Remember this: the weak scream, the powerful whisper. Every emotion you master becomes a weapon in your life. Every silence you keep becomes a wall of strength, and every reaction you control writes another line in your legend. So, reflect on this. Which emotion still rules you? And when will you take back your throne? If this law spoke to your shadow, write in the comments, "I choose control over reaction." Subscribe to rise above the noise. Welcome to the Order of Inner Power.